I'm gonna give this a minute, just out of fairness, and then I'm gonna show you what the big problem is with this brow product. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about a brand that's been bombing me on Instagram. Because if they're bombing me with ads, they're probably bombing you with ads too. So this brand is SAIE Beauty, S-A-I-E, and I have 4 items from her today. I bought everything except the body glow, just because I don't know if you can really expect a good or bad or honest review on a product that someone wouldn't have wanted to buy in the first place. I got the mascara, the brow, one of their bronze nectar dew balms, and I got their lip in something mauve. It doesn't say it on the actual bottle, but we're gonna talk about ingredients, pricing, performance. This is not a first impression, and in some cases, things that I think might be a better use of your money. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump in. Without further ado, get it? Dew balm? Okay. You know, I'm extra cash today, but you're doing YouTube wrong if at some point you don't just film in sweats and leggings or no pants. It's just kind of the selling point of the job. I fully intended to actually put my makeup on before starting this video. Oops. I'll just zoom through this. I'm using the Ilia foundation, the new one, the super serum skin tint. Doing that because this is kind of oil-based. Is this oil-based? It doesn't have any silicones in it. It has to have some oils in it. And I'm doing that because it's kind of the aesthetic that SAIE is going for. So toward the effort of staying in this dewy, effortless mascara and chapstick Twitter kind of aesthetic that I think that this brand is going for, I'm just gonna go with the Kosas. So, is everybody sequestered in their homes? Because we are. I appreciate everybody being really, cautious and concerned, and I think it's the right thing to do. But also, I just love having everybody home. My Mars is in Taurus. I am constantly seeking stability and homey safety, and this is my dream. I just wake up every day and no one leaves home. I'm like Jenna Marbles. I just never wanted to have to leave home and leave my dog, Anyway, let's start talking about the actual products that we're reviewing today. So we're gonna start here with probably the thing that's getting blown up on you guys' feeds the most, which is the Dew Balm. This comes in 3 shades. There's a rosy one, a lavender one, and then I got the bronze nectar. And when I opened this, it was a lot smaller than I expected it to be. I don't know what I thought maybe it was gonna be kind of like a hand cream size or something like that, but you get 0.33 ounces or 10 milliliters of this. And the other thing that I don't know, it kind of held me back from buying all 3, is just that this is one of those products that if you've been watching me since, I don't know, the end of last year or something, I talk about as a shimmery liquid or goo or cream or whatever, and it sells really well because they can take beautiful photos of it for ads, but a lot of times the company hasn't really done the due diligence of being but how does it work on skin? What are people gonna use it for? And I think that was kind of my big question I was so what is it? Is it a highlighter? Is it a bronzer? Is it a blush? The thing that I would liken it to the most is actually just someone took Kosas Tropic Equinox and put it in a tube, as far as the shade is concerned. So it's like a nude bronzer. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of it on here with my fingers. It's actually kind of a lot that I'm putting on. I guess I'll go in with the sponge and see if that works. But when I used this before, I was so this is really oily. It's very disruptive to what you put it on top of. There's almost no real color payoff. That's just kind of the color of annoying my skin. You know what I mean? When you sort of just rub your skin, you get a little bit of a natural flush for a second. That's all that's really happening there. I don't feel like there's enough pigmentation to have much of an impact, and it never dries down. It's super, super oily. I did a little bit of research looking into this company. I'm gonna kind of I don't know, blow the cover on how I feel about this entire collection pretty quickly in this video. And that is just that it's very expensive to make a makeup company, and I don't understand why people came in with financial backing on some of these products, because I'm if you're as a marketer, just like short-circuited, as a marketer, your big question is always, what's the differentiator? Why are we bringing this to market? Because bringing anything to market costs money. And so you want to make sure that there's a reason someone should be interested in this. If it isn't that, then we call it a Me Too product. So it's like if, you know, someone wanted to put out another YouTube. YouTube already exists and they're doing fine. In spite of Megan Riggs trying to take them down brick by brick. God bless her. Regardless, someone comes in and tries to make a complete copy of YouTube as a monetization platform, they're probably not going to do well because there's no unique differentiator and that need is already filled within the market kind of thing. And so I'm just kind of like in search of what is at least the intended differentiator of SAIE Beauty. Like, I'm not sure what they were really going for. So I did some research. I was like looking into them because I was like, is this just private labeled? Like, it just feels like it sort of fell off the shelf in a lot of ways, but it's not. So, I mean, it seems to be inspired. There are creators behind it, not like YouTube creators, but like there are business owners behind it who like, this is their passion project. And so I feel bad kind of crapping on it, but at the same time, like I was just really confused because, okay, so they put out an ambiguous shimmer goo. They put out a lip product, which we'll go ahead and throw on here. By the way, this feels super heavy. Like in order to get color payoff, mainly just moving the foundation out of the way, I had to put a lot on and it feels real heavy. I don't dislike this product at all though. This is their like lip product. I think this is $16. These aren't like super inexpensive. $16 for a lippie. And I think that I like this because it doesn't offend me. It doesn't really rise above that, you know, but it doesn't offend me. Let's talk about the other two products here. One is this mascara. So let's go ahead and put this mascara on. And this is, like I said, a very, you know, chill face of makeup that you would probably, like, I think that what they're going for is minimal, you know? So I don't want to like do a full eye look and everything and then just kind of use this as a finishing touch. I feel like they want these to be the stars of your routine and to have a really bare bones minimalist routine. So that's how I'm gonna put them on. This has kind of a spiky wand. I don't mind it at all. I like the wand as long as you don't jab yourself in the eye, but that kind of goes without saying on mascara, doesn't it? And it does have its own nice little dry down. It's not big on building volume very quickly. It's just kind of like a very low-key mascara. It doesn't get everywhere though, even though it's a pretty wet formula. But as far as rinse off is concerned, does it do anything particularly special? No, it's just regular mascara. It rinses like pretty clean, you know, you can kind of just use your regular cleanser to get it off, but it's not, you know what I mean? There's no big selling point here. It's just a mascara. And this, oh, saving the best for last. So this is their brow butter and I got it in medium brown, which was the only other option besides clear. And it comes on this very tiny little wand. I like having this much control in a wand, no problem whatsoever. And I actually really liked the way that it went on. It's very pretty. It has the right amount of pigment to it. I feel like if it's kind of the only brow product you use, it can be just like a nice, you know what I mean? It gives you like this focal point on your face if like you want attention on your brows. I feel like it's darker than my brows, but it still looks kind of organic, I guess. One of the things that I want to point out about it is just that like, if you don't already got brows, girl, this is not gonna help you. It doesn't have any hold. It's an oil or oil-based formula. So yes, you know, it'll kind of put my brows in position, but I also am hashtag blessed on brows, okay? I didn't get hashtag blessed on everything, but I got hashtag blessed on brows. I got a whole abundance, wealth of brow hairs. I don't have to fill them in with a pencil or anything, which I know is not most people's reality. And for that reason, I definitely don't think that this is for like the majority of society. Like, most people are not just like, what's the best way to groom my already almost perfect brows? Most people are like, can you make miracles happen on my face? That's what I would like. I would like to look effortless and like I was born with eyebrows. And like, this is like, if you were born with eyebrows, we're here to just kind of like make them a little darker and shinier. I'm gonna give this a minute, just out of fairness. And then I'm gonna show you what the big problem is with this brow product. In fact, I'm gonna give it all the time that it needs. I'm gonna put on a little bit of blush and stuff like that, and I'll just kind of zoom through it. I'll waste like 3 or 4 minutes. So we've given it a few minutes. I put some blush on, put a little highlighter. In fact, that was the Honest Beauty Coral Peach, and I put on an abundance. And then I used the Venix Organics Wedding Ring Diamond Glow Melted Highlighter, which is truly lovely. Topped it off with some of my, die-hard mainstay faves. Kind of bringing it together. This is definitely like a makeup look that I wouldn't mind wearing, but just want to show you guys something. That's my eyebrow, friends. Like, it's just a colored oil. There's nothing keeping this on my face. And I'm telling you, if you try and wear it on a normal day, it gets freaking everywhere, okay? And I am used to using Boy Brow. Boy Brow is like wax-based, and it does not get everywhere. We'll go with a little bit of Boy Brow instead here. I kind of had my antenna up on this anyway, just because I read the reviews. No one said that it kind of like had 100% transfer, like 100% transfer. That's not like a selling point on makeup. Typically, usually it's like transfer proof, but they did say that it was just kind of too oily and too soupy and not enough hold, but I didn't realize that like it was just gonna get all over anything that it touched. So it does do that. Okay, so now that we've got a semi-secure face of makeup on here, let's go ahead and chat about pricing, ingredients, the mission of the brand, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts because I'm doing such a good job of keeping them a secret. Okay, so the brow butter was $18, which is the same price as the Glossier Boy Brow, and you get 0.04 ounces in the SAIE Beauty, and you get 0.11 ounces, almost 3 times as much in Glossier Boy Brow. And Glossier Boy Brow is a product that gets the most criticism for running out really quickly, like frustratingly quickly. I'm just gonna leave it at that. The mascara is $24, the same price as my die-hard love of my life. We haven't seen her in a minute. I haven't done my mascara on camera in a while. That's just been like a regular mascara day. The same price as my coveted Thrive Cosmetics mascara, which was honestly like a big stumbling block for me. When they first introduced it, they were like, this is a life-changing mascara. I was like, yeah, but it's $24. I mean, since then I've reviewed a $62 mascara that was terrible, but suffice it to say, $24, you better be getting a darn good mascara. And I can promise you that you're getting a darn good mascara with this guy. And let's see, you're getting 0.38 ounces of mascara with Yon Thrive Cosmetics. And for this, you are getting 0.31 ounces, so less, not a whole lot less, but still less of this. And granted, the main thing that they're going for here is clean ingredients, but the main thing I'm going for is performance, okay? And you get performance with this. This is just a regular old, gosh darn, fell off the clean beauty shelves mascara, friends. If you are looking for something that performs like this, except it has a better wash off and better performance, the Glossier Lash Slick is extremely comparable, and it is not as expensive. How much is she? Lash Slick is $16 versus $24. So that is 4/6, 2/3 the price of the SAIE Beauty. And you get 0.29 ounces, 0.31 ounces. So very similar amounts of product. And I would just highly recommend this one more versus the SAIE Beauty, just because you get, I feel like, just better performance, better results, and the same look, the same kind of lightweight look. That would be my recommendation. The Dew Balm, which is shockingly small, you get 0.33 ounces, and she was also $18. $18 for this, and I don't know what it does. Fam, I really do think, even for the probably hilarious price difference, like, because you're getting a highlighter too, but the Kosas Tropic Equinox, which I have decluttered because it was the first Kosas product I bought after I tried the tinted face oil the first time, so like we're talking a year and a half ago, and I think it has like a 6-month expiration date on it, so I got rid of that a little while ago. But this is like the exact same color as Tropic Equinox, except Tropic Equinox has color payoff. I can use it as a bronzer on my very pale skin, or like people with medium skin can use it as like a nude blush kind of thing, and it comes with a highlighter, and it actually works. There is a lavender one, like I said, and a rose one. judging by the pigmentation value of this, I really think that they're just meant to be like highlighters. So if you were leaning towards this, just understand that you're not gonna get like a cheap product kind of payoff from it. It literally is just like, what's your favorite color of highlighter kind of thing. And then the lip balm, it's fine. It was $16, like I said. This entire order was $76. And I mean, it's fine. It is, in a word, what we say on my channel is forgettable. This is metal, I think. I think that that's metal, the brow product, and then the mascara is in plastic. Or is that metal? Oh my God, I can't tell. I think that's metal. Okay, no, I'm wrong. This is metal. So the only thing that's plastic is the lip gloss containers. Okay, so their website is SAIEhello.com, S-A-I-E. SAIE was truly born from a community of beauty fans all over the world. We found ourselves constantly questioning why, when it comes to clean beauty, are we always having to choose between performance or style? Performance or style? How about performance or cleanliness? Like, that's always been, I think that that's what we're comparing. So we made SAIE. Our makeup should be free from toxic chemicals, but we also want it to work and look good. We love when things are done right, so let us take you behind the scenes and show you everything that goes into our clean beauty. It starts with us. We're starting with ourselves. We do best to minimize our wastewater and energy footprint. We believe that truly sustainable ingredients are ethically sourced and safe for the environment. Cool. Sustainability within the beauty industry is a big issue and there's no way to solve it overnight. We're not going to pretend we'll get it right all the time. We're committed to transparency from product to process, giving you the information you need to make better decisions and to shop responsibly. There is no planet B. Packaging. We're on a mission to eliminate plastic from our packaging as soon as possible. Basically, that means it's either glass packaging, biodegradable packaging, post-consumer recycled plastic packaging, or where we are now, packaging that is able to be recycled appropriately through TerraCycle. Anything can be recycled through TerraCycle. We think that good things come in recyclable packages. Our mailer boxes are made with a combination of post-consumer recycled and virgin cardboard sourced from sustainable forests. I will say their packing was a plastic bag filled with cotton balls. Thought that was really funny, just an interesting take, if a little gimmicky, that they were like, yeah, use these cotton balls inside of this plastic bag that we sent them in, and that's our sustainable packaging. I much prefer the way that like Victoria Beckham Beauty goes about it, where they send you the corn puff packaging that you can literally just put in your sink, run water on it, and it disintegrates. The whole shipper goes right into the recycling bin, so maybe that plastic bag is recyclable. Circularity is the future. There is no one-size-fits-all model when it comes to sustainable packaging. As of right now, we carefully select the most sustainable option for each product, acknowledging and embracing that this will change over time. And I just double-checked to see, I don't think that they have their own TerraCycle program. And so they're basically saying like, you can recycle it through TerraCycle. Saying that something is recyclable through TerraCycle doesn't really mean anything, because TerraCycle is a company that will, by definition, recycle everything. And I have a TerraCycle box. I paid over $230 for it. It's enormous. I'll finish it when I'm 80, but like the smallest one you can get is like $108. And they're basically saying that like they have a sustainability promise because their packaging is recyclable through TerraCycle. That's not really saying anything. I mean, that's not to say that like other brands are out here just like knocking it out of the park, but like don't claim that you're pioneering sustainable packaging when you're not doing anything differently from other companies, really. So yeah, I don't know. So final thoughts, if there's anything left to say here. So first of all, I think that this is one of those companies that is marketing up the wazoo. And I think that marketing is easy when you have youthful faces that you can put something creamy and shimmery on. We tend to kind of gravitate towards that because we love minimalism and everything. And I think everybody in this kind of like part of the beauty space is looking for the effortless thing. We're like, give me a product that's going to solve my makeup game as easily as possible in the most effortless way possible, make my skin look like skin, make it look pretty, but I want to feel like I'm not wearing a whole lot of makeup. To some extent, I feel like there are companies that are just kind of trying to seize on that, and it takes a long time to put products through production. You know, from like conception to actual production or like finished product, there's a really, really long timeline usually, unless you're ColourPop. And so the idea of this probably did happen when clean beauty was more of like a brand new spark of conversation. At this point, I feel like talking about clean beauty as if you're pioneering it by making it more accessible and kind of trying to come for like the glossy aesthetic a little bit, but claim that you're doing sustainable packaging and better ingredients. It just already had its time. And if you've ever launched a business, if you've ever, I don't know, been on the back end of any kind of marketing strategy, anytime you're bringing something to market, well, A, like I said, it needs to be something that has a differentiator, but B, like 75% of the situation, like as to whether or not you're going to succeed, has to do with timing and whether or not is an appropriate time to introduce that product into the market. And I feel like this is just a day late and a dollar short. It's just kind of like mediocre beta tested makeup in packaging that they claim is sustainable when, I mean, yes, these are metal and that's fine, plastic caps, things like that, and they might be doing the best they can, but don't come to market with a bunch of promises like make it worth my time, make it worth my money. I've tried so many things on my channel that I feel like I do have almost, like in a good way, a cynical viewpoint on this kind of stuff. Like it's a very no nonsense viewpoint on this stuff. And if I could make this work in a way that I felt like was stellar, like game changing, then I would have told you, but all of these are Me Too products. All of these are Me Too products. Now that you know what a Me Too product is, there is nothing here that is like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and think about it ever again. So yeah, like I said, I don't like to give a bad review without recommending things instead. So hopefully my recommendations mean something to you guys. I have tried so many products in this space and kind of in the clean beauty adjacent space, the people who are like making an attempt, that I feel like I can offer you products that perform better depending on, how specific your clean beauty needs are. But I feel like this is one of those product lines that we've talked about in the past where it's like you're doing too many mental gymnastics to try and justify the ingredients being good and the performance being really, really mediocre. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. I hope that it's valuable to you guys that I, do post reviews even if they are on the whole kind of net negative. Just want to give you guys a full scope of what's out there. And this is a brand, like I said, that's spending a lot of money on advertising right now. And so I think that the world deserves to know. I'm really hoping that this brand decides to put a little bit more of their thought energy into making some products that are different for a reason, because as it is right now, I really don't see this brand standing the test of time unless they've got a whole lot of VC funding or something like that. So if you guys did find this valuable and I saved you a buck, then go ahead and give this a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel for very honest reviews, then make sure and hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you did. Hit the notification bell though, so that you know when I upload, because I upload all the time at different times whenever I feel like it. So yeah, make sure that you get those notifications so you don't miss a video. Guys, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today in all of my schlubby goodness. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.